Hello, good morning students, and welcome back once again to another video for electricity, and we'll be solving once again the numericals from the exercise, and today I have two of them over here for you. So the first one states that show how would you connect three resistors each of 6 ohms so that the combination is 9 ohms and 4 ohms. So this type of question is basically a trial and error question for you. What it states that you have three 6 ohm resistors. Now you have to connect them in such a way that the total resistance of the whole combination is either 9 ohms and the next one is 4 ohms. So you have to try different combinations. So we studied that series and parallel combination for the resistors, and we will try them one by one. So the first things first, we try the basic series combination, and this is how it looks. 6, 6 and 6, and we know that the total resistance for the series is R1 plus R2 plus R3. So it becomes total resistance R as 6 plus 6 plus 6, and when you do the total, it is 6 plus 6 12 plus 6 18 ohms. But the answer is 9 ohms and 4 ohms. That means this series combination is not possible. So we are not supposed to do this 6 ohms in all of them in series. Now let's try the parallel combination. Let's try the parallel combination. So parallel is like this. 6, 6 and 6. And in order to find the parallel combination, you have to apply the formula for parallel resistance. That is 1 upon R is 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3. In this case, all of them are 6. So I am directly writing 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6, which becomes 1 plus 1 plus 1, that is 3. And because the LCM is 6, common LCM 6. But because this is the reciprocal, I have to finally do the inverse to get the total resistance. Therefore, if I do the inverse for this, then I will do the inverse for this as well. It becomes 6 by 3 or 3 2s, so the answer is 2 ohms. Once again, I am not getting 9 ohms or 4 ohms. So this parallel combination is also not possible. Now remember, these two cases are only for your knowledge purpose. If you have any doubts, you can solve them in your rough work. Okay, this is trial and error type of question, so you cannot do this in your answer sheet or in your notebook. This is for your knowledge purpose, so you have to do it in rough work. Just like mathematics, you don't have to show the calculations, everything on the answer paper. Similarly, for your knowledge purpose, when you are doing the rough work, same thing you have to do for this one. Okay, now both of them are not working, so let's try a little bit of combination. Okay, first we take 2 in the parallel and 1 in the series. Okay, so it will look something like this. Always draw the circuit diagrams like I said in the previous video, so that it is easier for you to understand. Always draw a basic circuit diagram. So I am doing 2 of them in parallel like this. And when these 2 are in parallel, their combination is in series with another one. So this is 6, 6 and 6. So first thing you need to do for this combination is find the total combination for this 2. And whatever you get the answer, that is in series for this one. So what you are basically doing is, whenever you are finding the total resistance, you are finding the equivalent resistance. You can attach all those resistors, or you can attach one total resistance for that particular purpose. Okay, so I am having 2 resistors over here, that is 6 and 6. They are in parallel. So I am writing 1 upon R dash is equal to 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6. That is only this 2, because the third one is series for this whole combination. So I cannot write plus 6 over here. No, that will be wrong. First I need to solve this one, and this R dash, that is the total resistance, that is in series with this one. Okay, so what I am doing is 1 plus 1 is 2 upon 6, and because this is the reciprocal, I am doing R dash is equal to 6 by 2, inverse of this, and therefore inverse of this as well. I hope it is clear to you students. This becomes 2 3's, so the answer is 3 ohms. Now what I have done is, I have found the total resistance for this combination. So instead of this, which is in series with this one, I can write like this. Over R dash and 6. So the total of this is in series with 6. So the total resistance R is equal to R dash plus 6 because they are now in series. So I am writing R dash, that is 3, and the 6 is already given. So 3 plus 6 is 9 ohms. So the first one you have got the answer for. I hope it is clear to you, students. Okay? Now what we are doing, we are taking 2 in series and 1 in parallel. Okay? So we are attaching somewhat like this. So the first part is now done. The second part of the question, we are taking 2 in series, 6 and 6, like this. And both of these are in parallel with the third one, like this. So for this one, in this particular case, you cannot take this 6 and this 6 in parallel, or this one and this one in parallel, because they both are on the same line. First you have to take the series combination of these two. Okay, so I am writing once again, R dash is 6 plus 6. As you can see over here, only these two are in series, so I am writing the total resistance as 12. So what I got now, I have got the total resistance for this part. Okay, so what I am doing is drawing the next part of the circuit like this, that is R dash upon 6. So this is what I got. So R dash, that is 6 plus 6, 12. So the final answer is 1 by R is equal to 1 by R dash plus 1 by 6, as you can see from the diagram. I hope it is clear to you, students. Any questions and any doubts, you can mention it in the comment section. Okay, because these two are in series, I have written the total resistance for that over here, and this is 6, which is in parallel. That is what I have done over here. And what you get is 1 by 12 plus 1 by 6. Now the LCM over here is R dash is 12 that I have written. The LCM is 12 over here, simply multiplying it with 2. Okay, so what you get in the next step is somewhat like this, that is 1 by 12 plus 1 2 is 2 by 12, correct? And the final is 2 plus 1, that is 3 by 12. So the total resistance 1 by R is equal to 3 by 12. And I have to take the reciprocal of this. So finally what I am doing over here is, therefore R is equal to 12 by 3. Because 1 by R, I am doing the reciprocal of this. So I am doing the inverse of this as well, that is 12 by 3. So 3 fours is 12. So the answer is 4 ohms, as you can see over here. So this type of questions are logical based questions. The calculation itself is not that big, but you have to think about it, that which two you are going to put in series and which two in parallel. Okay, this is how you are supposed to do it, and this type of questions are asked in the examinations. So try to solve them as by yourself and as many as possible. Okay. Now that this is done, we can move on to the next one. I am going to rub this part over here. Just writing the total resistance R as 4 ohms. Okay? 3 ones, 3 fours. So 1 by R and R, you can do that as well. Okay? So the total resistance R is 4 ohms. Moving on, we have another complicated numerical. It states that several bulbs are designed to be used on a 220 volt line. So we are using the bulbs on a 220 volt line. How many bulbs? We don't know. Each are rated to be 10 volt. The power is given, that is 10 watt for one bulb. Okay. And the question now asked is, how many bulbs can be connected across 220 line if the maximum allowed current is 5 amperes? So this question is similar to the one that we did previously, that is how many resistors will be connected. Okay, so over here the only difference is you are given the power of one bulb, you are not given the resistance. So the first thing that you will have to do is find the resistance, and it is said that they are connected in parallel. So all the bulbs, like I said, connected in parallel. Each one is having the power of 10 watt. Now one thing that we know is that whenever the bulbs or the resistors are connected in parallel, the potential difference is same. The potential difference is same. I hope you are getting this, students. The potential difference is same. But the current is different, and we are given the total current, not the current flowing through one bulb. We are given the total current. So that maximum current is 5 amperes. So we cannot find the resistance using the current. So apply the formula for power. Apply the formula for power. That is P is equal to VI. Power P is equal to VI. Now obviously you cannot use the current because we don't know the current. So we apply the Ohm's law. What is Ohm's law? V is equal to IR. I want the value of current I. So R will be in denominator. So it will be somewhat like this. V by R is equal to I. And I substitute this value of current over here in power. So it becomes P is equal to V into V by R, because current I is V by R that I just wrote over here. Okay. Multiplying this, finally what you get over here is P is equal to V square by R. Understood? Now because this is a lengthy numerical, I am going to rub all of this and I am just going to write the formula of power as V square by R. Okay? This is actually also been taught in the theoretical portion as well, but you kind of forget this, so it is a revision for you that you apply the Ohm's law over here. Okay? So power P can be written as V square by R. In this way, we can find the resistance of one bulb, because the power of one bulb is given and potential difference is also given. So you can find the resistance. So the resistance R becomes, R goes that side, power comes this side, so it becomes V square by P. Therefore, R is equal to V, that is 220, so 220 into 220, because it is V square, potential difference square, so 220 into 220 upon power, that is 10 watts. Cutting the values of zeros, 22 into 22 becomes 484. 484, and this 1 0, so it becomes 4840 ohms. So the resistance for one bulb, is 4840. So we are at a point in the yesterday's numerical where you were given the resistance as 176 ohms for one resistor. Okay, one resistor. In this way we have found the resistance for one bulb. Now moving on. Okay, so the next part, if you remember, the total resistance can be written as 1 by R dash is equal to N by R. If you have not seen yesterday's numerical, this is how we do it. Okay, why I have written N? Because if you remember simple mathematics, okay, when I am writing 2 multiply 5, which is equal to 10. What does this mean? It means that I am adding 2 5 times, which means 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. So I am adding 2 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which will also give me the answer 10. Similarly, what we are doing over here is that 1 by R dash is equal to 1 by R plus 1 by R plus 1 by R, because the resistance is same for all, but we don't know how many times. So instead of writing this 1 plus 1 by R plus 1 by R n number of times, you can simply multiply this, like we are adding the 2 5 times. So instead of adding them 5 times, we simply multiply 2 into 5. So the same thing we are going to do over here. So adding 1 by R so many times, you can simply multiply 1 by R into n, because we don't know how many number of bulbs are there. Okay, so we multiply it by n number of times, because n number of bulbs, that is what we are supposed to find. Okay, so I am writing over here, therefore 1 by R dash is equal to n by R. I hope it is clear to you, students. This basic mathematics which is being taught in 4th standard has just been explained to you. Okay, so So the rest should be easy. I hope so. 1 by R dash is equal to N by R, and the resistance for one bulb has been given to you, that is N by 4840. Okay? And the total resistance, which is actually the reciprocal of it, so I am writing therefore R dash is equal to 4840 by N. Is it clear to you, students? Okay. Moving on. Now we have to find the number of bulbs using the formula for Ohm's law. Because we have the current, we have the potential difference, and now we have the total resistance as well. This R dash is the total resistance. So applying the formula for Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. Okay? In this case, that R is R dash, total resistance. Okay? And V is given as 220 volts, so I am writing over here, therefore 220 volt is equal to current I, that is 5 amperes, and resistance R dash is 4840 by N. Now because this N is in division and they all are in multiplication, once again in order to find the value of N, I am doing cross multiplication. So this N goes in the numerator and this 220 comes down over here in the equal to sign. Okay, so the next step it becomes somewhat like this. Therefore, N is equal to 5 into 4840 upon 220. Okay, if you remember, 22 into 22 is 484. So I can write 22 1 and 22 the 484. Understood? Okay. Moving on. Now you can multiply this, that is 5 to 10, 5 to 10, 11. So 110 bulbs are required for the total resistance given. I hope it is clear to you, students. It is quite easy numericals, and we'll talk more about this in the next video. Till then, have a nice day. If you have any questions, any doubts, you can ask me in the comment section. Have a nice day.